up? This KC, the Red Pill Alpha, back at you fellas again with that motherfucking heat. Y'all already know it's that heat. Wrist, elbows, knees, feet, shin to the back of her motherfucking neck. Hold her down, locking her down with this motherfucking game. Submerge her too. Oh yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. See that? Subscribe. Oh yeah. Hit the notification bell. As soon as I'm done with these videos, piping hot status, you're going to get it down your phone into your ear. All ear candy game. You got it. Yeah, you got any comment, remember to like, share it, and subscribe. And if you got any comments, get them in my Gmail, RellsFargo12@gmail.com. That's RellsFargo12@gmail.com. Or you can get at me at YouTube or any social site you see up there. I'm learning this YouTube shit. I learned the thumbnail thing, I posted one, they strike me, told me take it down. They don't want no nudity or whatever. I gotta abide by the YouTube guidelines, I guess, you know. That's a part of the game. I'm not bitching, I'm not complaining. It's business, so it is what it is. So politics, I'm not for it, but I gotta respect it, I gotta honor it if I'm being in the business of putting out these messages. But let's get straight to it. Space is always needed. Once again, this is therapeutic for me. So I love to give you guys a piece of my mind and the things that's going through my mind from my experiences. You know, you can jot it down in books, write a script, or bring it to you here. It don't matter how I go, you're going to get the message. But space is always needed when it comes to your woman. Why I say that? You want her to miss you. You want her to miss your presence. You want her to miss everything that she do not appreciate about you right now at this time. You're going through so much with her. You really don't even know how to fathom you guys' situation. You want to leave. A part of you wants you to leave. Part of you want to stay for the kids, for the family, for the sake of her. You know, but you always got to go off your first mind. What's best for you? Space is needed within the relationship if you're going through so much. Space is needed in the relationship if you're not going through too much. Why? Because you want to keep the relationship intact. That's for my fellas that's in relationships. That's for my fellas that's married. That's for my fellas that's got baby mamas and they want to, you know, make that work so they can move forward with her. You know, you're a single man, you don't give a fuck about it, this ain't for you. You know, it's real shit, such as myself. It definitely ain't for me. You know, I don't give a fuck, but I'm going to speak on it because space is always needed. I've been through a situation before with my baby mama when I was younger. And like I said, I got no shame in my game. I speak about everything, you know. I have my ups and downs. I'm human. We was arguing and fighting so much when I was younger. I mean, we used to fight. We used to go to blows like cat and dogs. Like, literally. Like you young fellas out here doing now. You got no problem getting smacking your baby mama up, putting the pistol on her and all. I'd have been through all that shit as a youngster, man. So, when I was young. So, I never had the game. Well, I had it. My father gave me the game about giving space to my woman. You know, you give space, you become fonder, then you guys can come back together, you know what I'm saying? And you miss each other and you guys can grow from there. But I didn't believe in that. I didn't give a fuck about that. I wasn't hearing that. I was too busy running around, fucking with different women and having my main woman, which is my baby mama, chill over here. This is where you're going to be at. Putting my hands on her, arguing with her. Tearing up shit. She's tearing up my shit. She's putting her hands on me. She's engaging back into this. And we never gave each other space to miss one another. We never gave each other space to reconcile our differences, the things that we was going through, you know, which wasn't good. And, you know, at the time, my son was born, my daughter wasn't. So the space is definitely what was needed. I mean, we had a toxic ass relationship. I cheated nonstop. You know, I fought her nonstop. She fought me nonstop. I argued with her nonstop. She argued with me nonstop. She destroyed my property And of course, I jumped back into the mind frame of her being a little bitch ass nigga, destroying her shit. You know, when I wasn't supposed to do that, I was supposed to walk away. So everything was bad. My mom's and father and them telling me to get away. Her parents telling her to get away and vice versa. We was going through that shit. And, but I never gave her the space because I felt I owned that shit. I felt like I owned her. That was my bitch. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. She was shit when I got with her. She's going to be shit. She's going to be something when I, once we get together, whatnot. I'm thinking like that. I got that mentality. Not knowing that you do not put a lock or a cap on no woman's vagina. You can't do that. Not at all. Why? Because that cap and that lock is invisible. It's not there. It's going to go down regardless. And she's going to do what she want to do regardless. No matter how you bring money to the table, no matter how you bring your attitude, no matter how you put hands on her, no matter how much you threaten her, she's going to venture off and do what she wants to do. Why? Because space wasn't given for us to come back as one. It was never given for us to come back. I thought I owned that shit. I feel I'm getting the money. I'm out here banging down. I'm out here knocking shit down. I ain't give a fuck. I was a street nigga out here like you young fellas doing, not giving a fuck. So I feel like who gonna buck me? So I thought. There's always somebody willing to bang your bitch. That's real shit. And that happened to me in my situation. Of course I was butthurt. It's my baby mama. At the time, my mind frame, I'm so far that now I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm so far away. I'm so gamed up. But then at that time, when I was young, 17, 18 and shit, that's my baby mama. Ain't nobody fucking, ain't nobody nigga what? I'm gonna smoke this motherfucker. And I got into a situation where it led to that, to me having to harm motherfuckers, to me having to, go through some shit with the law, back and forth to jail, doing time, shit like that, all over something that I could not control. And what you can't control is no human being. You cannot control no human being. They're going to do what they want to do. You can't kill them. You can't harm them. You can't do nothing but let them. Give them that space so they can have that opportunity. That's why space is always needed. If you love, this my fellas out here that's in a relationship. My fellas out here that's got a wife. You got a baby mama or something. You love her and y'all going through so much torment. I mean, y'all going through so much shit to where it's like things just can't get back right. It can. Space is needed. Give her the space. Allow her to give you the space so you guys can separate. And don't worry about who's fucking with who. Who's doing what she's doing, or she's worrying about what you're doing. So what? If you love each other, then that shouldn't mean nothing. It's going to come right back. I look at it like without space, you will not have the opportunities to do the things that's beneficial to you. It's good for you, good at heart for you. Something that will allow you to venture off and network, get to grow, succeed in life, not become a statistic to where you just come from. You want to push away from that, You don't want to be the problem. You want to be the solution. And how to become the solution to the problem is give yourself space. Give yourself time to think what's best for you. Give yourself time to honor the fact that you are still here alive. You can succeed. You can go forward. Look how many people that's dead. Look how many people that's in prison will never come home. A lot of us got that in our family, friends, or around us somewhere. It's there. And the reason why it's there is because it's an experience for us to learn from. So we can know what not to do. Know what to do in life. So for my fellas out there, if you're going through a whole lot of torment, messy ass, toxic ass bullshit with your woman, cut her off. It may not be for that, forever or whatever. For that time being, for that moment, cut her off. Give yourself some space. A few months, that's cool. That's needed. A year, I don't give a fuck. whatever it is or however much time that's needed for you to become a better person. Do that. Because if you don't give her the space, if you don't give yourself the space, it's going to go down bad. Trust me. So space is always needed. Doesn't necessarily mean that she's out doing something when she got the space. Don't mean that. And she may be. She may not be. Don't worry about that. Focus on you. Like this shit, share this shit, and subscribe. It's real shit. It's definitely real shit. If you want her to come back in a submissive form, in a feminine form, and respect you to the utmost, and not disrespect you, not be that same bitch she used to be, give her that space. Cut her the fuck off. She'll come running back. No matter who she fuck with, he ain't you. She'll come running back. Holla.